That October night, rain fell like it was trying to drown the world. Every streetlight flickered, every sound drowned under the heavy downpour. In that storm, I was alone in my small house, half asleep, half awake, watching water trail down the window like veins. It was 2:47 a.m. when I first heard it. Tap, tap, tap. Not the rain, not the wind. Something deliberate, something close. I muted the TV. The sound came again from the backyard. At first, I thought maybe a branch was hitting the glass, but no. The rhythm was too perfect. Someone was out there. Someone digging. Through the curtain's narrow gap, I could barely make out a figure. A faceless silhouette bent low in the garden, moving slowly in the rain. Each movement of the shovel looked too calm, too patient. The longer I watched, the heavier the air grew, until I couldn't breathe. My phone's flashlight flickered weakly. I opened the door just enough to peek out. The rain instantly hit my face, cold, sharp. The garden was almost pitch dark, except for one corner where the mud looked freshly disturbed. And standing there was that same shadow, motionless now. Like it knew I was watching. Suddenly a faint whisper cut through the rain. "Go inside." My blood ran cold. The voice came from behind me. I turned instantly, but the hallway was empty. When I looked back outside, the figure was gone. Only the hole remained, rain filling it slowly. I slammed the door and locked it twice, backing away till my spine hit the wall. Minutes passed. Then knock, knock, knock. 3 slow knocks on the door. I froze. Whoever it was didn't call my name, didn't move again. Just those 3 dull knocks echoing in the storm. When morning came, the rain had stopped. The hole in the garden was filled, smooth like nothing had ever been dug. But right by the window were footprints, bare deep, leading to my door and stopping there. That night when the rain started again, I heard the shovel once more. But this time it wasn't in the garden. It was right beneath the house. Next time it rains, listen carefully. If you hear digging beneath your floor, don't go looking. Just turn off the lights and pray they don't call your name. Because sometimes the rain doesn't stop. It waits. And while it waits, someone else listens. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe before the rain starts tapping at your window. The house across the street had been empty for years. At least that's what everyone believed. Every Halloween, kids dared each other to throw stones at its windows or run to its porch. No one ever lasted more than a few seconds. The moment they got close, they said they heard breathing, deep, slow, human breathing coming from inside. I used to laugh at those stories. Until last October, that night. The street was quiet. No trick-or-treaters, no lights. Just the sound of dry leaves scraping across the road. I sat by my window, half lost in thought, when something flickered in the corner of my vision. A light, faint orange, glowing behind the curtain of the abandoned house. At first I thought it was a reflection, but then a shadow moved across it, slow, deliberate, unmistakably human. I leaned closer to the glass. My breath fogged the window, and then, like it knew I was watching, the curtain in that house moved. Something or someone stood behind it. No face, just the shape of a head, perfectly still, watching. I stepped back from my window, my heart hammering. I turned off the lamp in my living room and waited in the dark, hoping I had imagined it. But through the shadows, that orange glow across the street stayed steady. I didn't realize how long. I was standing there until the light in that house went out. Total darkness for a second. Relief washed over me. Then, the light in my hallway flickered on. I froze. The switch was in the other room. My throat tightened as I slowly turned my head toward the sound. Footsteps, soft, wet, dragging. I tried to move, but my legs refused. The sound drew closer, then stopped near the window behind me. I could feel the cold air shifting. Someone was there. My trembling hand reached for the curtain. I yanked it open. Empty street. But the light in the old house was glowing again. And now the shadow wasn't just standing. It was at the door, facing my direction. My phone buzzed suddenly. One new message, unknown number. "Stop looking out the window." The phone slipped from my hand. The screen cracked as it hit the floor, and then I realized the light from the old house wasn't across the street anymore. It was reflecting on my wall. I turned slowly, through my own window. I saw it, the same faceless shape standing right outside. so close I could see its breath on the glass. Everything inside me screamed to run, but I couldn't. I backed away until my shoulder hit the wall. The window handle rattled once, then again, and then it started to lift. The glass slid open inch by inch, as if something invisible was forcing it. My heart slammed against my ribs, then silence. When the police arrived the next morning, they said the window had been wide open, muddy footprints across the floor, and a small orange lantern placed on my windowsill. That house across the street? Still empty, still locked from the inside. No one ever figured out who or what crossed over that night. But every Halloween since, that same orange light glows faintly again. And the curtain moves when someone looks too long. So this October, if you see an old house glowing in the dark, don't stare too long, because maybe, just maybe, it's already staring back. If this story gave you chills, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Before the light in your window turns on by itself,